intimacy? What does it mean to you?
I feel like I define intimacy as having relations with someone, like having a relationship with someone. You feel ways about, like, you care about a person. It's just you two. Like, you two people have a relationship.
I guess to me, intimacy kind of means just having a deeper connection with someone, having like that kind of relationship where you can almost tell that person anything and know that they'll kind of always be there to support you.
How comfortable are you with intimacy? Do you like it? Do you not? Why do you think that is?
I say I'm really comfortable with intimacy. I think I seek it. Like, I like making relationships with people. Like, I like having friends. I like having people that are more than friends. I don't know, I just like having relationships with people. I think it's beautiful.
I'm not very comfortable with intimacy. It's very hard for me to get close to people, not because I don't trust. Well, when I have gotten like intimate with someone, I guess it's usually turned out to bite me in the butt, so to speak. Can I say that? I don't know. I don't trust people. I guess that's what it comes down to.
A lot of our lives are made up of our relationships with other people. So why is it so difficult for us to pursue them?
If you're super eager to be intimate, let's say, with another person, and you just don't know if that'll be reciprocated, so you're kind of less apt to want to say anything, or, you know, because you might seem too eager and then just kind of like.
I mean, just because you don't know them, like, you have no clue who they are, what their intentions are. It's hard sharing part of yourself with someone that you haven't known for an extended period of time.
What's your typical response to the people that you encounter?
I feel like I smile at a lot of people when I pass by them, and I expect for them to smile back. And most of the times they do, but sometimes they don't, and I don't like that.
I feel like there's a point where people can be too happy. Like, have you ever seen someone that's just, no, have you ever seen someone that's just smiling ear to ear, just like skipping down like the street? I don't trust that.
Like, we're having a moment, you know, like, even if I only see you for a second, we just had a moment. So for you to not contribute to that moment, it's not nice. I hate when people don't smile back at me. Oh my
God. I usually don't think people are kind if I just walk past them. I've been told that I'm not very kind when I'm just walking down the street. I think that's false, but that's besides the point. I don't know, I'm like, well, if I look like that and people think I'm mean, then that person must be mean.
What are your thoughts about potentially intimate social situations?
Before I go out with people, especially if I'm just going out with one person. If I'm going out with multiple people, if it's a group, it's a little less to think about, because you're like, oh, it's a group activity, I don't really need to think about it. But if I'm going out with just one person, beforehand, I always think, like, what are we going to talk about? Like, what if it just goes silent? Like, what am I gonna bring up? Like, what are we gonna talk about? I hope this doesn't happen. Like, I hope conversation just flows and everything's fine, but it always runs that risk.
It's a lot of anxiety. Like, you know, like how you're supposed to like make eye contact with people when you talk to them. Well, I don't like making eye contact with people. So I try too hard not to look at people's eyes, and then it just looks like I'm trying to ignore someone, where it's really like I'm trying not to creep someone out with like my presence.
Our present relationship to intimacy is determined by our past experiences. So describe to me an intimate experience with one person that you think has shaped your relationship to intimacy today.
In terms of fear, I would say, like, no fears ultimately, but just the fear of ever losing that person. I think that can be said for anyone that you deeply care about, but especially this person.
I used to tell people that I had 2 sisters, 3 amigos, best friends, 3 musketeers, whatever. Just had a lot of negative forces, you know, like going against her. And she took that out on my sister. And with my sister, like, I could literally slowly see like the love just leaving her. Like, she was just so awful to my sister.
If I was to ever lose this person, obviously I go on in life, but it would just be drastically different.
And so by the time we were like 13, like we barely had a relationship anymore.
And I don't know, it's just kind of hard to see a life without this person.
Like, it's weird to feel like I know nothing about her life. And I don't really now. I don't know anything about her life. And it's just like it hurts, you know?
Our relationships with intimacy are not universal. Some people are more open and some are more closed off. But we all have valid reasons.